There is always that middle ground to something where stability and moderation just works and is perfect. Being any actions and some other examples that I don't have in mind yet. Look at working or doing. You can either do too much or don't do at all. Doing too much gives you exhaustion, meaning you won't be able to do more work later on. And doing barely makes you not finish your work, being lazy, and maybe being stagnated. You need the right amount of do and the right amount of rest. This literally goes for every actions. You want to be good at football. You can't overdo it because you'll exhaust yourself. You cannot rest too much because you'll never get better. So you go in between. You do and rest where it is the right amount to get better. In conclusion, the middle ground to something is good because of moderation. You cannot have too much of one thing and too low of another. And that will be all for the video. Or is it? Truth and justice. These two got no in between. For justice, there is injustice. Nothing in between. Let the example be about bullying. There is a student always getting humiliated and shamed by a bully. Then the teacher comes in and says to compromise, saying the bully don't bully anymore and the student don't be too sensitive. That isn't justice. That right there is injustice. One is being harmed while the other is the harmer, and doesn't change the fact that bullying is wrong. You can't go both ways. There is another where the teacher just do nothing, and that is still wrong because ignoring even when some injustice is happening is wrong. For truth, there are lies. There is no in between. There is no half-truths because half-truths are still considered a lie. Looking at the example where person 1 says that guy did it and then person 2 says this guy did it. You can't just say both is right because both are contradicting to each other. And you can't say both is wrong because the it still happened. Do you see a pattern in all of them with all those examples? What I'm saying is, could you see that when middle is perfect and when middle is not perfect? If you don't or do, I'll still explain it anyways. The middle is perfect when both too much is bad. Meaning if focusing on one thing is bad, then the middle ground is perfect. Balance can't work when one side is right and another is wrong, because when going in the middle, it's always wrong. Considering where the statement of the middle is always perfect being sometimes right and sometimes wrong, this statement itself is false because it's imbalanced. A more right way to say it is moderation is most powerful when both extremes are harmful, not when one is wrong. And that shall be the conclusion. Or is